A phone rings in the dead of night, and a familiar voice whispers through the receiver. 29 years after the original Ghostface terrorized Woodsboro, the masked killer is back, and this time, the stakes are more personal than ever. This is Scream 7, and it might just be the most intense entry in the franchise yet. In today's breakdown, we're diving deep into everything the trailer reveals, from the returning legends to the fresh faces stepping into the crosshairs. If you're a horror fan, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Behind the camera this time is none other than Kevin Williamson. Now, if that name sounds familiar, it should. Williamson is the mastermind who wrote the original Scream back in 1996, the film that essentially reinvented the slasher genre for a new generation. He also penned the screenplays for Scream 2 and Scream 4, each time finding clever ways to deconstruct horror tropes while still delivering genuine scares. Beyond the Scream franchise, Williamson created two iconic television series. First, there was Dawson's Creek, the teen drama that defined late 90s television and launched the careers of several major stars. Then came The Following, a dark psychological thriller starring Kevin Bacon that explored the world of a serial killer cult. With Scream 7, Williamson steps into the director's chair for only the second time in his career, his first being teaching Mrs. Tingle back in 1999. This time, he has complete creative control as both writer and director, and fans are eager to see his original vision for the franchise fully realized.
Hello.
Returning to the role that made her a horror icon is Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott. Campbell has been the beating heart of the Scream franchise since the very beginning, surviving every Ghostface killer thrown her way across 4 films. Outside of Scream, Campbell is best known for her breakthrough role in the teen drama Wild Things and her critically acclaimed performance in the television series House of Cards. She also starred in the disaster thriller Skyscraper alongside Dwayne Johnson. After sitting out Scream 6 due to a pay dispute, her return to Scream 7 was one of the most celebrated announcements in recent horror history. In this new chapter, Sidney has settled into a quiet life in a small town, raising her daughter Tatum. But as the trailer makes chillingly clear, there is no escaping the past when Ghostface comes calling. Also making her triumphant return is Courteney Cox as Gale Weathers, the fearless and sometimes ruthless journalist who has been a franchise staple since day one. Cox, of course, is globally recognized for her legendary role as Monica Geller on Friends, one of the most successful television series of all time. She's also starred in films like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective and the comedy series Cougar Town. As Gale Weathers, Cox brings a sharp wit and relentless determination that perfectly balances the horror with moments of dark humor. In the Scream 7 trailer, we see Gale deliver one of the most crowd-pleasing lines, declaring "Let's unmask this fucker," signaling that she's ready for another round with Ghostface. One of the most exciting new additions to the cast is Isabel May as Tatum Evans, Sidney's daughter and the next-generation target of Ghostface. May has quickly become one of Hollywood's most promising young talents. She starred in the action thriller Run Hide Fight, where she played a high school student fighting back against school shooters, a role that showcased her ability to carry intense action sequences. She also appeared in the romantic comedy I Want You Back. In Scream 7, May's character Tatum is thrust into a nightmare she never asked for, but as we see in the trailer, she refuses to go down without a fight. When she tells Sidney "I want to be a fighter like you," it's a passing of the torch moment that gives the entire franchise new life.
He's trying to find another way in. We're gonna do this.
Rounding out the returning cast are Mason Gooding and Jasmine Savoy Brown as the Meeks Martin twins, Chad and Mindy. Gooding, son of Academy Award winner Cuba Gooding Jr., has proven himself as a capable action star in the survival thriller Fall and brought genuine charm to the franchise in both Scream 5 and Scream 6. Brown, meanwhile, delivered a standout performance in the acclaimed thriller Missing and has become a fan favorite for her portrayal of the horror-obsessed Mindy, the character who essentially serves as the franchise's new rulemaker. Together, these twins represent the connective tissue between the original Scream legacy and this new era of Ghostface terror. The trailer opens with a classic Scream setup, 2 unsuspecting visitors exploring a creepy mansion, completely unaware that Ghostface is lurking in the shadows. Within seconds, the kills begin, and we're reminded that no one is safe in this franchise. But the real emotional core of the trailer hits when Sidney receives that iconic phone call. Ghostface taunts her, saying "Nice little town you found," and then drops the devastating line, "You and your pretty daughter reminds me of where we grew up." This tells us that this killer has a deeply personal connection to Sidney, potentially someone from her past in Woodsboro. The trailer then escalates into pure chaos as Ghostface attacks Sidney directly in her own home, shattering the sense of safety she spent years building. We also see a terrifying sequence where a young woman is hunted in a confined space, clinging to a chandelier to survive. Perhaps the most powerful moment comes near the end, when Sidney coaches Tatum through a wall to shoot Ghostface. Sidney tells her to aim for the head, a callback to the franchise's golden rule of always double-tapping the killer. And then, in a shocking twist, Ghostface declares, "I'm gonna burn it all down," as the house erupts in flames. This is a Ghostface unlike any we've seen before, methodical, personal, and willing to destroy everything. Scream 7 hits theaters on February 27, 2026. If you're as excited as we are, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss our full review when the film drops. Drop a comment below with your theories on who the new Ghostface might be. Until next time, remember the rules: never say "I'll be right back."